Spring to me is a time to go outside and enjoy the warmer weather. More than anything for me, it's a time to reconnect with nature and maybe even get some fresh flowers for your house. And as gaming is such an important part of our lives, I figured what better way to get us in the spring mood than to play some video games. So today I want to talk about cozy games that are perfect to get you in the spring mood. These are games that either have a spring aesthetic, really centering in flowers, plants, and being outside, or that have a theme of either inward or outward change of season and growth in the gameplay. But before we start with the list of games, I did want to say a quick thank you. I cannot believe that there are 500 of you here. I can't even comprehend how many people that is. I'm just really happy that you're here. Let me not get too sappy here. Let's talk about games. First, I want to talk about a game called Flower. I wanted to get this one out of the way first because it's the most obvious title to mention. Flower is a short, beautiful, and relaxing game about flower petals caught in a breeze with gentle, boundless momentum. This game lets you control the wind as you explore and navigate a beautiful, lush environment, heal nature, and bring back color into the world. Also, this game has a stunningly beautiful grass motion that even years after its release is still very impressive. I love how simple, soothing, and joyful this game is. It's also made by the same company that would then go on to create games such as Journey, which I've already told you I will take any opportunity to talk about that game. And the soundtrack of this game is also stunningly beautiful as well. Next, I want to talk about one of my favorite games of all time, Pikmin. I know, I always talk about this game, but if you've never played Pikmin, or if you're looking to replay it, I feel like the springtime is a great time to do it. I won't talk about it too much because I've already raved about this game in other videos. Pikmin is a real-time strategy and puzzle video game series where you grow a squad of adorable plant-like creatures to help you collect items to then return to your home planet. This game is colorful, has a lot of interesting creatures and environments, and it's just a blast to play every time. Also, in some of the latest versions, you can play co-op, and I just can't recommend it enough. Okay, I'll stop talking about it. Next, I want to talk about a game called Grow Home. Grow Home is an adventure platform video game where you play as a robot named Bud, or Bud. This robot is tasked with growing a plant that will oxygenate their home planet. You get to explore an open world, moving Bud and individually using each of their arms to climb and interact with objects. Also, I love the idea of a 3D platformer that is built to be climbed upwards. This game is giving me faint Wall-E vibes. I put this game on this list because of the open world and also because of its unique interaction and appreciation for the world's plant life. You get to interact with different blooms, shoots, plants, leaves in order to move the robot around. There are beautiful waterflies? That sounds pretty cool, actually. There are beautiful waterfalls, colorful butterflies, giant mushrooms. It's just so pretty. Also, look at them. They're just a little guy. I love them. Next, I want to talk about a stunning game called Kinoko. This game was created as a student project, and as a former animation and video game student myself, I love supporting that kind of stuff. Kinoko is a short, free-to-play adventure game where the player controls the forest spirit Kinoko. The goal of the game is to help Kinoko get rid of the snow of winter in order to bring back spring. This game is so impressive in its stylized design. It's stunning, meditative, and simple. I love the forest ambience. You can hear the birds chirping as you walk through the forest. You can walk through flowers and stand under the shade of giant trees. The music is also very immersive and beautiful. This one is perfect for the casual gamers who love to finish a game in one sitting because it's only about 30 minutes. And like I said, it's completely free to play. Next, I want to talk about a game called A Year of Springs. This is a story-based game in which you experience the stories of Haru, Erika, and Manami, a trio of friends navigating their feelings of love, connection, and just wanting to belong. This one is perfect if you're a fan of choosing dialogue options and exploring character relationships. This game also has multiple endings. What I love about this game is that the developers chose to focus on LGBTQ+ experiences for these stories, as one of the main characters is trans. I also love the idea of spring as an internal feeling of growing, blooming, and coming onto your real authentic self. Also, I just love how cute and simple the art style of this game is. Next, I want to talk about a super relaxing game called Spring Falls. This is a relaxing puzzle game where the goal is to help the wildflowers grow along the mountainside. You manipulate the hexagonal pieces of the mountain so that the water flowing from the top of the mountain will reach the flowers. What I love about this game is that it is challenging enough to keep the player engaged while also being just a very chill and relaxing experience. The puzzles are also sound reactive, which makes it so that the gameplay ties in very beautifully with the music, which I always appreciate. With the game's gorgeous visuals, calming music, and atmospheric sound, this one is perfect for those people who just want to take a break on a stressful day. And speaking of taking a break in a stressful day, I want to talk about a game called Loverowind. This game is the cottagecore light academia experience of your dreams. Look at me, name dropping aesthetics. Loverowind is a short walking sim where you get to walk across gorgeous flower-covered fields, collecting flowers that can be used at altars to reveal poems. If you want to move fast across the map, you can also collect orbs of light, which then create a mechanic very similar to the one of the flower game I talked about before, where it's almost like you become the wind. The main focus of this game is just to soak in the peaceful spring atmosphere with really gorgeous piano ballads playing in the background. It's just so beautiful, and another one that is short so you can finish it in just one sitting if you want to. And last but not least, I want to talk about Plants vs. Zombies. Did you think I was going to finish this list without sprinkling in a little bit of cozy chaos in it? Come on, you know me better than that. When I was creating this list and I got reminded of Plant vs. Zombies games, patches there. It was like a blast from the past. If you've never played this game, this is a phone game that came out in 2009 where you use mutant plants to protect your home from a mob of zombies. It's been so popular ever since that it's still around, it's still getting updates every now and again. Even released a game called Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare, which is similar except it's in a 3D space and they added FPS mechanics. I personally prefer the first version of the game. I just find it that it's more slow paced and it has the nostalgia factor for me. Also, it's completely free on the App Store. But if you're into first person shooters, you might like the newer version better. Either way, this is a fun and creative take on your regular zombie game. I appreciate how wacky and out there the designs of the plants and the zombies are. The storyline is really funny, and I just love a good strategy game that really doesn't take itself too seriously. I can play this game for hours. And before we go, I do want to give a couple honorable mentions to a couple of cozy games that are very popular in the cozy game community and that I just feel like it would be wrong of me not to mention them. First, I want to talk about Animal Crossing. If you already have this game, this is a perfect time for working on a spring-themed island. I know a lot of people really love going in the spring theme in their islands by collecting items and decorating. I also couldn't go without mentioning Breath of the Wild. I feel like this is a perfect game to play, especially before the new game comes out next month, Tears of the Kingdom. Thank you again for being here and for supporting my little corner of the internet. Remember to take care of yourself, have some rest, have some water, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. A lot of words. Who wrote this?